Grade 12 learners writing the final exams administered by the Independent Examination Board, the IEB, believe they will perform well in this year's Matric exams. Close to 14,000 full-time learners are writing the IEB exams. IEB achieved above 98% pass rate last year. So for more on this, let's discuss this further. State of readiness. We're joined via Teams by Confidence Dikgole, Independent Examinations Board CEO. Confidence, good afternoon, and thank you for your time with us here on the SABC.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for having me.
So given the work that has been put in leading up to this moment for the class of 2023, walk us through the state of preparedness. How prepared are you for this year's exams?
Look, we've done all that we could do from our side to make sure that we as the IEB are prepared. And I think it's important for me to indicate that we also have been monitored by UMalusi, the Quality Assurance Council, to make sure that we have systems and processes in place and that we're ready to administer a credible examination. And so UMalusi has done their monitoring, and they declared at their press conference held recently that they are happy with all our systems and processes and that the IEB is ready to administer the 2023 NSC exam. So from that front, we definitely are ready.
Well, given that quality assurance by UMalusi, then at this point, given any dishonest conduct, how are you going to mitigate or even prevent that should it come about this time round?
Look, the dishonest activities are always something that's very difficult to deal with until you've really done your investigation to check what actually would have gone wrong. But where our schools are concerned, we do training all the time for invigilators, for examiners, and so on and so forth. And so we've done that to make sure that we indicate to them what processes should be followed and put in place for them to ensure that we run an examination that is free of any irregularity. So, and that's as much as we can do really from the point of the IEB, to train our schools and to make sure they are up to speed with what regulations require where exams administration is concerned.
There was learning on the go for the class of 2023 and 2024, given the impact of COVID-19 and beyond. I wonder how that's impacted modes of learning, and really if there are any concerns at this point for the class of 2023 sitting down.
I'd like to think that, in our view, 2022 is the year that we could have been worried about where the impact of COVID was concerned. But the class of 2023 has done fairly well. And I think we've mitigated all sort of concerns in terms of the impact of COVID 2023. And so learners received all the required teaching and learning. And from our point of view, learners are ready to write the examination. We do not see anything that could affect learners that could be linked to COVID-19. I think we've dealt with that.
All right, so Confidence, just as we wrap up then, any concerns about the impact of load shedding? Perhaps if so, how are you putting in some, or mitigating against this, putting in some measures to deal with this crisis?
Yeah, I think load shedding is something that all of us are concerned with in the country at this point. And so we've tried to raise awareness with the IEB registered schools, and we've ensured that they make sure they have backup systems in place, all right? And this is particularly important for schools that offer CAT and IT, okay, those practical subjects. And so it's compulsory for them to make sure they do have backup systems in place. Now, you will find that there will be a school that perhaps does not or will not be able to afford having a generator in place or whatever backup system in place. We've got a system in place, a process in place where we assist them by linking them with a school nearby that will have big generators that can carry an exam for 3 hours. And so that is what we've done. But schools do know that they have to let us know well in advance so that we can put in systems in place to ensure that the venues are approved and that candidates are well registered to write at whatever venue that they will be shifted to.